So it looks like Katt Williams is once again in trouble for his outspoken personality. We all know how Katt Williams loves to expose big names in Hollywood for the messed up things they do behind closed doors. Recently, he exposed a bunch of black comedians in the industry for not only being industry plants and gatekeepers, but also a lot of other messed up things.
We've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
One of the famous comedians that he exposed was none other than Steve Harvey. Now, Steve has had a pretty rough year overall. He's been reportedly having issues with his wife and his children as well, especially after that whole cheating scandal broke out. But it seems like his troubles aren't quite over yet as Katt Williams went after him. But what did he say? Well, Katt exposes Steve Harvey for allegedly pimping his stepdaughter Lori Harvey out to a bunch of famous men in the industry. And yes, one of those men was none other than Diddy, a guy who had a 5-year-old son when Lori was born. All of this is super messed up, but hold on, it keeps getting worse. Katt also exposed Steve for being an industry plant in his recent Club Shay Shay interview.
Guy Tori did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies.
He also named a bunch of other celebrities who are part of the Illuminati in this interview, and even said that Kevin Hart was an industry plant. Well, Kevin responded to all the allegations but didn't take any harsh steps to shut Katt up. Steve, on the other hand, is well set on exposing Katt, just like he exposed Steve. There is a lot to talk about in this video, so let's just get right into it. You're watching The Celebrity Buzz, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Steve Harvey threatened to release Katt Williams' dark secrets for exposing him as a pimp. But before we get to telling you guys about all of that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
So as you all probably already know, Katt Williams has had a beef with most black comedians in the industry for a very long time. According to him, the reason everyone in the industry hates him is because he doesn't say yes to the messed up things they do behind closed doors. And this is why he keeps exposing these big names in the industry to the public. And that is the actual reason the comedian has suffered so much, not only in his career but also in his personal life. The industry is controlled by the elites, and the elites hate the fact that Katt Williams is so outspoken about their dirty secrets.
That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? What? Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
And speaking of dirty secrets, Katt just exposed one of Steve Harvey's biggest secrets. And let us tell you, Steve is not happy about this. According to sources, Steve is done being patient with Katt Williams, and this time, he's going to be taking strict action against the comedian to shut him up. A source even told us that Steve is thinking of hiring a personal spy to do some intensive digging on Katt to find out his deepest, darkest secrets, just so that Steve could expose them to the public.
But that ain't got nothing to do with me. So this here little beef thing that everybody wanna start, cause you wanna make a name for yourself. That's cool, do you. You ain't gonna do it right here though.
Now that sounds intense, but what did Katt say that led to Steve making such a harsh decision? Well, we'll tell you all about it from the start. A while ago, Katt said something about Steve and his daughter that caused a lot of backlash, but after fans started to notice the little things, they realized that Katt was actually telling the truth. Katt said that Steve was pimping his stepdaughter Lori Harvey out to other big-name celebrities in the industry just to get the Harvey name out and profit off of his stepdaughter. Now that is a huge accusation, and Katt knew he'd be canceled for it, so he showed up with receipts. Katt said that the reason Steve gives Lori so much attention is because he knows she's pretty and that he can use that to his advantage in the industry. And when you look at Steve's relationship with the rest of his children, you actually realize that Katt is right. Remember the time when Lori Harvey said that Steve used to take her on father-daughter dates and talk to her about boys? Well, we're no experts, but that does seem a little weird, no? And even if that wasn't weird, what's weird is that Steve completely ignores all his other children. Let's talk about his twin daughters for a moment. We have never seen Steve bring them into the spotlight the way he does with Lori. He's so absent from their lives that he didn't even attend their graduation. A source who went to school with the Harvey twin sisters said that everyone knew who their father was, and everyone remembered how he didn't even bother to show up at their graduation. Well, if you think that's bad, let us tell you about his older son. In an interview, his son said that his father wasn't even present in his life for the first 16 years. Yikes, now that is a long time. But hold on, that's still not as bad as what he did to his youngest son. Allegedly, he beat him up so bad that the mother had to file a case against him. The kid had bruises and cuts all over his body and, according to TMZ reports, had problems sitting or urinating for days. Now that's intense. Try comparing how he treats his other kids with how he treats Lori, and you'll notice that something is definitely going on here. And we'll tell you what's going on in detail. And Joe Diddy is involved in all of this as well. But before we get to that, do us a little favor and share this video with a friend who might enjoy our content.
So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy, is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit.
So allegedly, Steve pimps his daughter out to big names in the industry to get her name out there. One of the people who Steve pimped Lori out to was none other than the music mogul Diddy. Remember that time when Diddy and Lori had a brief thing going on? Well, everyone thought it was hella weird. For one, their age gap was insane. Lori was in her early 20s while Diddy was over 50. For reference, Diddy already had a 5-year-old son when Lori Harvey was born, so that should tell you how weird this was. What made it so much weirder is that Diddy knew Lori ever since she was a minor, since Steve and Diddy were friends back then. But this isn't even the weirdest thing about this whole situation. We want you to remember some of the things that Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex, said in her lawsuit against him. Remember how she said that he always forced her to wear white nail polish? Well, it wasn't because he liked it as a fashion choice. Nope, according to Cassie, Diddy liked the look of white nails against the dark skin of the male escorts he forced her to sleep with. Now fans noticed how whenever Lori Harvey was with Diddy, she was always wearing white nail polish as well. From there, it wasn't really difficult to connect the dots. According to sources, Steve is not happy about Katt exposing all of this about him. And if all of this wasn't enough, Katt even went on the Club Shay Shay podcast to expose Steve as part of the Illuminati. So all of this was Steve's final straw, and now he's thinking of taking harsh actions to shut Katt up. His plan is to find dirt on Katt and expose it to the public tit for tat style. Fans are very concerned about Katt Williams because, as we all know, once you upset the Hollywood elites, they could do anything to get rid of you or to shut you up. Even Katt Williams has said himself in an interview once that because he's so outspoken, he's been punished by these people often in the industry.
I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
And that was all we had time for in today's video. What do you think Steve is going to do in order to take revenge? How do you think Katt Williams is going to react to all of this? What do you think is going to happen next in this drama? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video right here at the Celebrity Buzz.